Okay, so you join me. I've just been to my mate's house and sat in his Golf, I think it's a Mark 6, and he has a subwoofer, and it really does make a difference. So he's converted me, so I'm now looking at subwoofers on eBay. Here, so found this one. This is the same one he has, but there only seems to be two types. There's like a Pioneer type, this one, and the Kenwood type. And I think the Kenwood has a nicer controller that lights up, so I think I'm going to look at a Kenwood. So I think I might look at this one and place a bid, and I'll be back when it's purchased. Okay, so installing the subwoofer. So subwoofer needs a live feed off the battery, like constant power. Put in the fuse box, and basically these will have power, but I don't really want to touch this as it's factory and it's also sealed and stuff. So I think I'm just going to take a feed off the battery, off here, and then run it along here and then around the back and then in through the firewall. I just need to find where a grommet is. As I heard, there's a grommet down there, but I just need to find where it is so I can get it through the firewall. This is the wire I've got, so it's inline fuse. The subwoofer's rated to 8.5 amps, so I'll put a 10 amp fuse in here, and then I'll just put some heat shrink over this. This cable's rated at, I think, 16 amps, so this should all be good. And then the subwoofer's peak wattage is 650, and using this cable, this blue cable, which is slightly smaller than this red one, I think I'm protected up to 175 amps or something at 12 volts. I can't remember the maths off the top of my head. So I've crimped this connector on the end, and this one here, and then connect up to the battery and I'll tuck it away. Okay, so it comes off the battery here. I'll just put some copper grease on there, just to keep it from getting corroded. Taking behind this, the fuse there, there's no fuse at the moment. I've just got the waterproof kind, and then it goes inside this sleeve, so it's completely hidden. And then the soldered bit is inside there, it comes out here, it goes down the side of the battery. And I've just taken the battery and slid it forward, and there is the main wiring loom of it. So I'm going to try and push it through. Okay, so battery tray's now out. So I couldn't actually find a hole. On the internet it said there would be one behind the brake servo, but I couldn't actually see it. But now I can see where the main loom goes into the cabin behind this plastic thing. There, behind that thing. I can't show you very well, but behind there you can see the main loom. There's a grommet, and so I'm just going to poke a small hole in the side of that grommet, push it through, and then silicone around the edge of it to keep it watertight. And then we should have power in the cabin. And then I've taken out most of the glove box, this side, so it should just be at the top of the glove box. After cutting a slit and shoving it in the grommet, I just shoved it long enough, and it came out, the grommet, and came down. So there you go, power. So I can fuse this up, and then I'll go tidy up the other end, cable tie it up, put the interior back. I'm going to run the loom under here. I think, or yeah, down the side, around here or something. I need to find out how the airbag lines go, and I can work out what I'm doing. But yeah. So there's the grommet. There, where you can see the blue. And then it literally goes through a slit. I cut in it. Sorry, it can't focus. There, and then it comes out literally in the footwell. So, in the answer to the online thing, there is no spare grommet on the 8.3 hatchback right-hand drive, but there is the main grommet, which is accessible-ish. So, I'll now tidy up this cable. I've routed it quite neatly here, and then we should be good to go. Here's the silicone I'm going to be using, just generic clear silicone. just in case. Probably doesn't need it, but it's better safe to be sorry. And I'm in the UK, so everything gets very wet. Right, to get the wiring to come out this factory hole here, just where the airbag wiring, which is under here, goes, you need to unbolt the seats, and then I've just rocked it back, so the wire's a bit loose. It's not pulling, so I'll vacuum in here as well while I'm in here. Oh, made some money. 10p back on the car. Let's go. And then yeah, some grime from the seat rails. Yeah, so we'll take this back out and then we'll tuck the wire, I think around the side of this. Yeah, we'll go around the side of it. Yeah. Right, so I've got the wire tucked in now. Comes out factory. I've lifted this up, tucked it down the side here where the airbag control stuff is, and then it literally runs underneath the factory wiring so it can't move, and then it's held down by the sound deadening. It's all cable tied together so it's not going to snag anything, so we should be all good. Okay, so this is all done. There's the power, so I'm going to splice this one in to connect that up. It's not connected now because the battery's still connected. I don't want to short anything. The ground, perfect length, will go into the connector here. There's a bolt down here so you can undo, and there's the main ground for the loom. So we'll just tie it into that, and we should be good. Okay, we'll tie this up here, and then the seat can go back in, and then this end should be done in terms of wiring this, and it just needs to do the head unit side. Okay, so this is all done now. I've tapped it into the 12-volt socket I installed in a previous episode. You can see the thing here. I've just used like a pigtail, and that's in there secured. I've taped over it just in case. You don't need to, but I did it just to be safe, and so if it does fall, if it does like vibrate off, it can't fall off. I've done the same to this one. I've tucked the one that came out of the firewall hole underneath the carpet. There's a little groove in it where you can run a wire. It's not against anything, so it can't short out. These are the speaker wires. The grey one is right channel and the white one is left channel. So you just need to get the head unit out and then push the wires up to the back. Might need to drop the glove box, but I don't know yet. And then the controller is this thing here. Because I keep dropping it, I'll just put a thing over it. And I'm going to stick it in the dash, in the glove box loose, I reckon. Or just stick it on this little thing here. So like clip in there will be quite cool. Right, let's use these tool things and pull out the MI. Quad lock is now off. To do that you have to pull this thing on the back. There's a clip you push down and then pull this up, and you just need to wiggle it around the wires so that it pops all the way up and releases it. Then you're good to go, and then this comes off. Now I think we're going to be using this orange, sorry, you can see that, you just lift, there's a tab at the back, and then just lift this all the way up, go around the wires, just like push them out of the way. I think we're going for this orange one that has the speaker wires on the back of here. So I'm just going to check the thing, the diagram, and then get back to you. Alright, so looking at the diagram on this quad lock, sorry, I'll just move the light around. Here we go. So you see the white pair. Give me a second. Right, you see the white pair on the second row. This should be your front right speaker, I believe, and then the one below it should be your front left speaker, which is the grey one. So and then the right side is positive and the left side is negative. The left side has this like slit on it, this black line which marks negative. So hopefully that is the right one, and then I shall just get the speaker wires from inside the back of the dashboard. I shall run them up and be back with you in a second. Okay, so I've just crimped on all the connectors. So red is my positive and blue is my negative of the speaker wires, and then I've put on the corresponding wires on this. So just plug it in and we're ready to test. Exciting. Okay, so this is just a audio test. Sorry it's dark, I forgot about it. So it's got some NCS music in the background. Here's the controller, lights up and everything. I'm just going to turn this off completely, then turn it up, and then you can listen to it. Okay, so now I'll turn on the subwoofer. I'll just rewind about 15 seconds and then I'll turn this on. So we'll put it at like 3/4. Okay, so as you can hear, it is a lot better with the subwoofer. I'll just show you how my audio is set up. So sound settings, and then we'll just go to. So this is how I've got the treble and bass boosted slightly. So the audio. So obviously this, as the way it's wide, it doesn't take a full signal. It takes the signal off the speakers. So obviously if I want more bass, I want more bass control on the controller, I need to turn up the bass on this. And obviously the fader, if I move it to the rear speakers, then I don't get anything, whereas if I move it to the front speakers, I get everything. So my current set's just in the middle. And then yeah. So very clean installed in the end. It's only here. I'm going to Velcro this down in the end. It doesn't move about slightly, but it fits perfectly. I'm going to Velcro it up later, and then that's it. This will be tidied up, but apart from that, pretty seamless install, and it looks factory. Cool, thank you for watching everyone.